a solution just appeared for a situation that happened about a month ago. I have to really discern what I can share with people and if they're open to it. And sometimes I'm just in my own bubble that I'm not aware. I don't know if you're the same way. About a month ago, I heard voices at like 2 a.m. in the morning from my window. And I live above a daycare, and then there's also their playground. And I looked out the window. I didn't see anything, but yet I heard voices. I heard laughter, and I heard like children. It's like, that's odd. And so I knew that they were spirits. Yeah, I knew that there were spirits. So the next day, I was down there and I checked with my divining rod how many there were, and there were 15. And so I sent them home the Buddhist way with a boat so that they can get on, and the spirits that are appropriate to leave right now. And I didn't think anything of it. I shared it with my landlord, who happens to be in the front of the building. We live in a triplex multi-purpose unit. And so she's my insurance agent and my landlord, and she's in the front. And then the daycare is behind her, underneath me, and then I'm on top on the residential side. And so we have a group text, and I shared with them, like, oh, hey, I sent 15 spirits home this weekend because I heard noises and whatever. And so I didn't hear anything from them. A few days later, I checked in with my landlord on some things, and then she told me that she didn't appreciate my text, and that ever since then she hasn't been able to sleep, and she doesn't want that energy here, and that she is not attracted to that. And if that's what I'm doing, then she doesn't want to renew my lease. We've been friends, and I've been a client of hers for like 11 years. She knows what I do. She seems like she's very in tune with it. She's Buddhist, and she was open to it. She sent clients to me. And so I was like, oh. And she's like, I'm scared of that stuff, and I just haven't been able to sleep. I can't go to work unless it's after 9 a.m. now, because I'm afraid to be there by myself. All these things. And she wasn't going to renew my lease. And that's up at the end of October. So I called her and I wanted to explain, hey, I'm so sorry, and I'm gonna be more aware of not oversharing, and that I need to check in first before I just blah, 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 vomit over them, or just give out information. And a message to when she's ever uncomfortable to let me know, and then because I can't fix a problem unless I know that there's a problem. And so anyways, I was really stressed out about this lease renewal because I just moved into the place a year ago, and I can't even believe it's a year. I just changed over everything from my addresses to my business stuff, and things are just starting to roll just to do it again, So there's a little bit of trepidation and anxiety over that. And then just that I caused havoc on her life. So anywho, we really haven't been able to talk about it because of schedules until just a few days ago. And I also left a message saying that, from her message of the ghosts, it seemed like I brought the ghosts there. But the ghosts they came, and I actually sent them home in a Buddhist way so that they can find solace and peace and have another body if they choose to reincarnate. And so I was doing a good thing, but here I was being accused of being negative energy. And I didn't want to tell her this because that would just make her more paranoid, but that side is where the front is, and it's really near the street. Places near the street, if they don't have things to diffuse, it can bring on hitchhiker spirits. And this is why back in the old days, the servants lived in the front and the masters lived in the back, so they can be protected on hitchhiker spirits. So hitchhiker spirits landed in the place and decided to stay, but I checked their units, and their units didn't have any ghosts. Mine didn't, because I'm constantly sending it positive energy and clearing, and I want to protect my daughter and I as well. And then the little kids at the preschool, the daycare that is there. So the hitchhiker spirits were outside and they could leave, but at that time there was 15 of them staying around the property on the outside, like they're in the playground. Are really scared of spirits because they don't understand it. And this has been the history over time, but spirits really can't stay unless they're invited. So you can ask them to leave. You can also ask them if they're going to stay, because sometimes they need to stay to fulfill something. If they're going to stay, they have to work for their keep. And so they need to help you out. They need to do chores or bring good energy, but they need to help you out. Yes, so you can ask them to work for their keep if they want to stay. You can ask them to leave. And most importantly, home, you just want to be careful not to have demons. And there's very few demons. So demons get burned by love and light. And so if your home is full of love and light, they can't stay. Which is why I also recommend blasting your home once a week with like 20 to 30 minutes of music that is high vibrational, that you love, that brings you, that represents peace and love for you. All right, and so I'm gonna do a little bit more things on spirits because I really want us to be in harmony with them, and also to have it work in our favor and not to be scared of them. We need to undo a lot of beliefs that have been formed. So I hope this info helped you out, and if it did, please share it, because energy is expanded once we are in wisdom, and it's wisdom, not just knowledge. It's what you're going to do with it. So may you be free, may you find peace, and may you have grace and courage.